This is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the newest addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
In compliance, the value of anonymous reporting is undeniable. But with Ethico, anonymity doesn't mean a loss of connection. Our blinded, two-way communication fosters an environment of trust and confidentiality, encouraging open and honest dialogue. It's not just about receiving reports. It's about understanding the story behind each one, creating a culture of integrity and respect. Transform your approach to anonymous reporting with Ethico. Begin your journey at ethico.com/CPN, where you can book a demo, access an exclusive white paper by Tom Fox titled The ROI of Compliance, and utilize our free ROI calculator.
Today on the Compliance Tip of the Day, I wanted to take up the role of institutional justice. Companies have finally come to realize that institutional justice is one of the most basic tenets of any successful workplace culture. Kyle Welch and Stephen Steuben, in their seminal paper of 2019, noted that a robust whistleblower reporting system speaks to a functioning and ethical corporate culture. Employees who can report issues in a fair manner without fear of retaliation are more empowered to make the company run more efficiently and more profitably. Yet an equally interesting finding is that when employees are able to or likely to speak up, the overall business process will improve. So what is institutional justice? Well, the 2023 ECCP laid out the following mandate. So some of the questions they posed are, who participates in making disciplinary decisions at your organization, including the type of misconduct at issue? Is the process followed for each instance of misconduct? If not, why not? Are the actual reasons for discipline communicated to employees? Once again, if not, why not? Are there legal or investigative related reasons for restricting information or having pretextual reasons been provided to protect the company from whistleblowing or outside scrutiny? In other words, no one should be beyond reach, literally from the boardroom to the supply room. The Department of Justice will consider whether a compliance program has clear and appropriate disciplinary procedures and whether those procedures are applied reliably and promptly. Are employees given the chance to respond to any allegations? And equally importantly, how does your investigative protocol, or is your investigative protocol followed? We've talked about the importance of an investigative protocol in your overall policies and procedure, but it's equally true when it comes to institutional justice. Why? Because once you set those policies out, you need to follow them. And it's important that the employees feel comfortable that whatever you've set out will be followed consistently across the organization, no matter where an incident occurs. So this month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, including this podcast, is Ethico. Have you ever wondered about the ROI of your compliance program or had concerns with presenting budget proposals to your CFO? Well, I partnered with Ethico to write a white paper on the ROI of compliance and how you can think through compliance as an investment strategy. Ethico has put together a ROI calculator for you. Check them out on the website. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The Compliance Tip of the Day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.